partner, Chris Singleton. I'm John Shambi. All right, Siggy, let's talk about the ace on the mound. She's been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. She's got hitters guessing on every pitch. Excited to see if she can maintain her dominance in this one.
Rise up, that's you. Come on and rise up. Put it in action. Go mad with it. Come on, lift it to the top. Yeah, rise up, that's you. Come on and come on and. When I'm going for the gold, I'll take it. When I pull up to the race, I'll make it. If you wanna make it through this, come on and join this movement. When I'm going for the gold, I'll take it. When I pull up to the race, I'll make it. If you're ready for the top, then prove it. So come on and. We are believe.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And today's starting pitcher, Jacob deGrom. And Singy, he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here. And as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it. And I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
Jose Altuve, the leadoff batter as he swings through it for strike one. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Well, his hot hitting continues. He's been getting great results lately. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Stepping in, the long ball threat, Jake Meyers. 5 for 5 yesterday. He was incredible to watch in that one. And no one can get there. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Next to hit, Donnie J. Very used to hitting in spots like this. Right now, second in the AL in RBIs. And that one fouled off.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
What do you got? Swing, appeal to first. No swing, just held it back there. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. Swing and a miss and a slider.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes. Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
This one in the air right field. Base hit into the outfield. Runner around third. He will score and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runners at the corners, nobody out. Person now at the plate.
At this point, the clean inning is over. Got to settle in, focus on the hitter, and get out of it with minimal damage.
Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the second game of the series. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
Great spot to be in right here for the pitcher. You can either strike this guy out or get a ground ball double play.
The 0-2. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Of course, a big piece for them is their DH, Yordan Alvarez.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, you know, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Yordan Alvarez swings through it for strike 1.
It's great to get on the board in the first frame of the ball game, but here's an opportunity for them to really open things up with a couple of runners on. Let's see if they can cash in.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile. 0-2 now. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Dominating strikeout there on just 3 pitches, and that's what a good power pitcher can do to you. He's hitting his spots, filling up the strike zone. Sometimes he bats over before it really begins.
Christian Walker up next for the Astros.
This at bat might not seem like a huge deal right now, but baseball is a game of moments, and what happens here could change everything.
That one fouled off.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
That's way outside. Ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front. In the dirt. Sends it to first. They limit the damage here. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Back at Globe Life Field. And on the mound in this one, Kayla Reynolds. And she's kind of been the talk of baseball since her last outing.
Well, the last time out, picked up her 15th win of the year. She's been really putting things together at the perfect time. We'll see if she can go out there today and, more importantly, get a win for the team.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. On the ground. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now we take a look at the Rangers lineup. And a big factor for them in recent games, Josh Young.
And you got to like this matchup for him as a guy who hits left-handed pitchers as well as anyone, it seems. I mean, he's hitting over 300 against southpaws this season. He's got a good shot to make a big impact against the left-hander on the hill today.
Now it's Corey Seager. And there's a foul ball. What a stop. Takes it himself, and he got him. Nicely done at first for the out.
Batting third, the second baseman, Josh Smith.
2 outs, base is empty. Up next for the Rangers, Josh Smith. That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
It looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. If you're a little late, opposite field not.
Breaking ball, and that got him. Now it's Jansen to hit.
Ball, that's down.
Two balls, no strikes, the count.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
And there's a rocket into the outfield. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. It's 1-1.
These hitters today are so great at handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Jake Burger stepping in for the Rangers.
No, that's low.
Burger launched a pair of homers in his last game. Man on second, 2 down. Close, but called a ball. And the count is 2-0.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as she tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Now a pop-up on the infield. And that is the inning. Rangers get one on the RBI double. All even now at 1-1. The Lone Star Series rolls on. And stepping in for the Astros, Joey Loperfido. That misses. Ball 1. DeGrom, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and of course has a Cy Young to his credit.
Ball.
Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson to some boot, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. 1 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Here's Carlos Correa. That one finds the zone. 0-1. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swings through him for the K. And that's 4 strikeouts.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Now, Yainer Diaz. That one fouled hard the other way. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out. Nothing doing there for Houston. Score remains tied 1-1. Back in Arlington, bottom of the inning, Evan Carter stepping in for the Rangers. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Ball 1. Here's a 1-2.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Base knock right field. And a good start to the inning.
Batter seven, the left fielder,
Wyatt Langford stepping in for the Rangers. 3 hits and a loss last night.
This is one of those situations defensively where you can't try to do too much. You got to make sure that you field the ball cleanly and get 1 out first. It's going to be tough to get 2 with this kind of speed in the batter's box.
That misses.
Ball 2.
Ball 2. Next
Ball
pitch is
3.
downstairs. Carter gets his lead at first. Nobody out. That one ripped but foul. Up the middle, base hit. That was smoked through the infield. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Here's Josh Young. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. And that's in there for strike 1.
Inside ball.
Now he catches the corner for a strike. Young wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. Still 2 challenges left for them. First and second, no outs. Bottom half of inning number 2. Line drive, that's a base hit. Here comes the runner. The throw home. Safe. And a 2-1 ball game now.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Now here is Michael Hellman.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's a ball.
Ball 1 there.
She's just given up 3 straight hits and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to her just a little bit.
That's a ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Fouled off left side. And that one clips the corner.
Man, that pitch was dotted. So much talent on display when she's out there on the hill.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Next offering is downstairs.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And they're all loaded up.
Up next for the Rangers, the right fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
So the Rangers batting order turns over. Brandon Nimmo will hit next. Golden opportunity right here.
Well, this is a tough situation with the bases loaded, but the healthiest mindset is just try to get outs, one hitter at a time.
Next pitch in for a strike, and a count even 1-1.
They need a strikeout, and you need a ball perhaps on the ground for a double play, or get yourself a pop-up, something, but you've got to make some pitches. But if she can battle and get through this, she can earn some points.
This one in the air, center field. Person under it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Save! And they add to their lead as the run scores from third.
That play really shows how important it is to hit the cutoff man. Looked like he tried to throw through and get the runner at home, but it backfired, and it ended up costing them a run. I remember my rookie year overthrowing a cutoff man. Didn't last long before I was pulled aside by a veteran pitcher. He had a talk with me. I don't know if I ever missed a cutoff man again.
So now it's Corey Seager in there for strike one.
Ball. Down.
One out. Runners at first and second. That pitch gets the inside corner. That's strike two. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Two aboard, 2 outs. Now it's the second baseman, Josh Smith. Hit by a pitch his first time and then came around to score. Right through there for a strike. Still in the second, already at 44 pitches, so some concern there. Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 runs for them and they jump ahead. We played 2 full. It's the Rangers 3 and the Astros 1. This is AL West action on MLB The Show. Welcome back to the ballpark as we check out the current playoff picture.
Me and my homies rolling on the block. We saw some on the jocks. Drop top Benzo, sitting on Lorenzo's. European kid, looking real fresh, yo. Roll down the window. What's up, baby?
That's a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. Foul ball there.
You always have to worry about the fastball when facing DeGrom, Boog. I mean, it's an electric pitch for him, and he's usually pumping it in at about 100 miles per hour, which makes him one of the hardest throwing pitchers in the league. Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Up next to
Donnie J. Up next for the Astros.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
Check swing. He went 0-1. Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where
There you
you're going to
go.
catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touched it.
And ring him off, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Person in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
To a count, you really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
And he swings through that one.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
Altuve off of first with 2 away. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
That's ripped into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. Coming home. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
Here's Yordan Alvarez. Struck out swinging his first time. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Man at second. Swung on, belted. That's got a chance. And gone. Yordan Alvarez blasts one out. His 29th of the season. And the Astros jump in front. It's 4-3. Siggy, that's his 199th career home run.
Well, 200 homers is an exciting number for anyone to get to. He's got to be looking forward to that next one a lot. Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
Walker in the box here and fouls it off for strike 1. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout of the game. 2-run shot for the Astros this inning. It's now a 4-3 ball game. This is Astros baseball on the show, Houston. Back at Globe Life Field. Haven't seen the same dominance we're accustomed to, Siggy. It's still early. We'll see if she can get that mojo back.
Yeah, it's a long game, Boog, and she's shown she can grind through outings like this.
Had a vision, had a dream, eyes wide open. I see. I had a vision.
Well, these Rangers doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming. That's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Here's the 0-2. Just
Outside,
misses with that one.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say she's convinced, but it looks like she's accepted it.
got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, in a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got her a punch out that time.
Now it's going to be Jake Burger.
That's
First
out.
pitch just misses. Sliced hard but foul. The 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Another 1-2. Ripped towards third. And two straight set down to begin the bottom of the third.
Up next for the Rangers, the center fielder, number 32, Evan.
Here's the center fielder, Evan Carter. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. Misses
Ball, that's
outside.
out.
Ball 1.
Pretty rare location right there, right down the middle. She paints the edges. I'm not sure if you're going to see that pitch again as a hitter.
Edging his zone for a strike. 1-2. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. And the Rangers set down in order. Score holds at 4-3. On to extra innings. Joey Loperfido stepping in. You look at where his OPS ranks in the league and think this man's just out here breaking calculators, Singy.
Yeah, it's like he's got cheat codes. Walks, bombs, doubles. He's doing it all.
Check swing, but he went too far. That's strike 1. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Battling here as he fouls it away. The 1-2. Got him swinging. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And here comes Carlos Correa. He's one of the best players in the game.
Ball, that's outside.
The 1-0. Swing and a foul straight back. He's one of the best players in baseball when it comes to scoring runs, Singy. His numbers are good enough to put him in the top 10.
That's ball 2.
In the air, left field. That gets down for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Up next to the Astros.
Well, back in trouble, Boog, and it's just been like this for him most of the game. They've been all over him since his first pitch, and I think he's got a very short leash right now. Really needs to lock it down here.
Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Struck out swinging his first time. In the air, right field. Nimmo takes it in for the out. Out number 2.
Up next to the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
So the Houston lineup turns over. Jose Altuve up to hit here. He's 2 for 2. Some activity in the bullpen for Texas. Mackenzie Gore, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Wynn, the hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Correa, the runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now in an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this.
Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Jansen on to first, and they get Altuve for the out, and that's the 3rd out. So the Astros lead 1, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. Back in Arlington, taking a look at some notable Rookie of the Year candidates this season. That one is downstairs, and it's 1-0.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
That's in there. And the count 1-2. On the ground to first. Walker takes it himself. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
That's what a good sinker's designed to do. Get a guy to roll over a little bit, hit the ball on the ground, kill some worms while you're at it.
So up next, Josh Young singled and drove in a run his first time through.
No count. Not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Yeah, that's fouled off. The Rangers trailing by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. In the air to left center. Loperfido on his way in. But it's the shortstop that gets there. 2 down.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
So digging in, Michael Hellman walked his first time. On the ground, right side. Altuve handles it. Throws to first in time, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Rangers. Still down a run. It's 4-3. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Mackenzie Gore.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jake Myers. 1 for 2 with a 2-run single back in the 1st.
Well, these
Ball one.
Astros really impressing me with the quality of their bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. Way out front for strike 2. Fought off foul. Myers stays alive.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
2-2 down. And a
Ball,
curve
that's
misses
outside.
outside. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
Well, obviously that was nowhere near the strike zone by the time it got to the plate. And people at home watching are thinking, what's he swinging at? But I'll tell you, some of the break guys snap off these days is just devastating. It can be so tough to recognize where a pitch like that's going to end up.
Donnie J, the next to hit. 1 for 2. He had an RBI base hit back in the first. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Langford settles underneath it. 2 down. And if you're in the opposing dugout, that's a sigh of relief. He's been a nightmare at the plate. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Joshua Herson. This guy, one of the best contact men in the sport as well. Outstanding on the defensive end. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Singy, he's been one of the best players in baseball in terms of scoring runs. In fact, his numbers place him top 5 in the league. Foul ball. Gore, 27 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And
Ball
now it's
3.
filled up. Yordan Alvarez would be next if they can extend the inning.
And he's homered already, so I'm sure he'd love a chance to do some more damage here.
2 down, nobody on. That's a good at bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 home run shy of 200 for his career. Ripped, but it curls foul.
You know, we usually talk about bigger numbers when it comes to homers, but only about 400 major leaguers have ever hit 200 round trippers in their careers. He's putting himself in great company.
Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. 1 left for Houston, and it remains a 4-3 game.
Gotta re-up the deal. We got the mass appeal. Whole lot of facts on facts on facts on facts on facts for real.
Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Winning's what I do, kid. I don't take no L's. Make my haters lose it. And this ain't no exclusive. Everybody know it. By now they just used to it. Y'all sick, but you mad cause I'm flawless. Diamond in the rough, so I shine through a forest. The competition speaking on my name, they should be cautious. Left hook, make you tell the truth like a walrus.
And a big swing and a miss. Fastball is outside. Liner caught it second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Here comes Corey Seager, cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Off the plate, ball one. Ball two.
And that
Too high.
misses.
Ball.
3 balls, no strikes. The Rangers down by a run. Last half of inning number 5. And ball
That's
4
out.
there.
Ball
Tying
4.
run is on base.
4 pitches. That's an easy walk, man. She could have walked me right there, Boo. The last one wasn't even close.
Here's the second baseman, Josh Smith. He's 0 for 1. This is
Whoa,
again
that's down.
5 in a row.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Swing and a miss. And 1-1.
That was straight queso right there.
Hard ground ball for a base knock. And they had their first hit since the second inning.
Oh, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Right through there for a strike. Two on, 1 out. Up the middle. Nice grab. He flips it to second in time. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning.
Well, the second baseman made that one look easy. Great feed to the shortstop. Shortstop completes the play. They get out of a jam, and they end the inning.
Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Christian Walker digs in now.
The first baseman, number 9, Christian Walker.
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1.
Ball in.
Gets him to chase after that one. That's a little bit low. Challenge from behind the dish here. And on further review, it was a strike. They'll keep both their challenges. So up next, Joey Loperfido. And what a two-way player. Not just offensively, but as good a defensive outfielder as there is in the game. First pitch swinging.
Ball, that's just out.
Popped up to the left into foul ground. And there are 2 down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
2 down, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Carlos Correa, 1 for 2. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Two down, nobody on. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers 3. Back at Globe Life Field, let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year.
It's been a long while. I got it on pin, a living bankrolling. I'm my own penny. I've been on 10 and I the whole team and all of that way. You know it's on me. You know I got goals. You know what I see. Have all of that gold, a necklace around me. You say it's like where my God we gon' see. Just said I'm on 10. Just count it on me.
Right through there for a strike.
Man, you're playing with fire, starting him off with a fastball in the zone, but it didn't end up hurting her.
That one way inside.
This pitcher's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, she gets swings and misses.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Next up for Texas, Evan Carter.
Ball 1.
The Astros leading by a run here in the bottom of the 6th.
Hey.
The 1-2. Stays alive. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. 2-2 now. Struck him out swinging. She picks up her 5th strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Here's the left fielder, Wyatt Langford. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Yep, that ball went out.
She's
Ball.
just
That's inside.
missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that she's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Tosses to first, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. It's the Astros 4 and the Rangers 3.
This sound like Stevie put ribbons in the sky, put them high, shatter glass ceiling, sprinkle piece of the pie. All rise, all lies, vehemently screw.
Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. Slider right there. Diaz gets his lead at first with nobody out. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2. Bullpen action for the Rangers. Jacob Junis preparing to come on if needed. Martin warming up as well. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 0-2. That one way inside. Cut on and missed. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
One out man at first. Stepping in, Jake Myers. And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1. On the ground at first. Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Diaz around third. The relay throw. He's safe. It's 5-3.
Got the job done to put him up by 2. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And next to hit for Houston, Donnie J. Lots of pop at the plate. Outfield playing back almost on the warning track. Misses the zone, and he gets him to chase.
Man, that was pretty gross right there.
Ball. That's inside.
Swing and a miss. One out and a runner at second here in the top half of inning number 7. In the dirt. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
He's got to throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed, gets the out.
Joshua Person up next for the Astros. He's a guy who does it all.
That's a ball.
Runner at second, 2 down. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline.
Ball,
Good purpose pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Late on that fastball. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time. It's the Astros 5 and the Rangers 3. This is AL West action on MLB The Show.
Jordan in a 6 year, taking off at the work, got the runway clear. I'll wait for next year, happy year's my year.
Back in Arlington, Dominic coming in, and everything has been working out there again. I mean, look at the stats.
Yeah, great job in the production meeting by you to get her to start the broadcast booth. She's made us look smart today, and that's not always easy. So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
That one close, ruled a ball. Ball 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That's to third. A dive. He's got it. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Third basemen have to be so quick with their first step reactions. Hot shots like that. That's why they call it the hot corner. That's a perfect example, though. There's no way he gloves that one if he's not dialed in, anticipating something coming his way, staying on his toes every pitch. Really nice job to get back up, set himself, and make a strong throw across the diamond.
Next to hit, Michael Hellman.
Did he go?
Started after it, tried to hold up. Now a look to first, didn't go. Fastball for a strike. The Rangers down by a pair here at the bottom of the 7th. Chop to the left side, but it kicks foul. And a 1-2 again. Got him swinging. 2 gone now.
Boog gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. I mean, with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Digging in, Brandon Nimmo. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball.
And it is 2-1. Right through there for a strike. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nothing doing for the Rangers. They're still down 5-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Cole Winn.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Now here's the Astros designated hitter, Yordan Alvarez. His 2-run homer back in the 3rd was an important swing of the bat in this one.
Yeah, there's no doubt he helped set the tone fairly early, and certainly part of the reason why they've got the lead right now.
Tap foul at the plate. Alvarez with just one more homer to reach the 200 career mark. Winn, in his 3rd season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a sinker, a slider, a cutter, and occasionally works in a splitter. Fights it off, he'll see another. Pitch misses. Going to count 1-2. Got him swinging. Chase the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
What do you got?
Swing. Now an appeal to first. Yes, he did. That's a swing. Check swing on an 0-2. Appeal to first. Nope, he held back. Swing and a miss. And he's gone for the 4th time tonight.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Loperfido now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Astros go down 1-2-3, and it remains 5-3. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings.
Show me why you fine. Don't waste no time. Just shake that waistline. You know who I be, up in VIP. They want a VIP, they want stay bubbly. From the shorties to the bottles, it's bottoms up. Good chicks, supermodels, I got them stuck.
New arm out of the bullpen, Bennett Sousa.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Seager leading things off and takes a strike.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives you a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
A little out front there as he swings through it. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Well struck right field. Oh, he can't squeeze it. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
So digging in, Josh Smith. Sinker gets the bottom of the zone, and that's a strike. Right side, Altuve. There's one. And the home fans sit down following the twin killing. 2 away in the 8th.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Danny Jansen stepping in for the Rangers. Right through there for a strike. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss at 99 miles an hour. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. Rangers go down quickly there. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Michel Otañez.
He's averaging more than 1 hit allowed per inning pitched this season, and that's not where you want to be at all. So we'll see how he does here.
Carlos Correa getting ready to hit. 1 for 3.
Carlos Correa.
First offering, foul tipped, and oh man, that rang off his mask. You could hear it from up here. Late on that fastball. Moving in the bullpen, Jordan Montgomery, the southpaw, is throwing and getting that sinker dialed in. The 0-2.
That's a ball.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. 1-2 here. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Simply said, this guy's flailing at the plate right now. Just disconnected from head to toes in terms of the sink of his body. That's his 5th strikeout of the series, and we're just 2 games in. So hoping to see some kind of adjustment out of him. His at-bats are just a little tough to watch right now.
Diaz, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. No balls, 2 strikes. That one ran inside, almost got him. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Coming out of the bullpen, throwing beans.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Back to the top of the order now, and stepping in for the Astros, Jose Altuve. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. The 1-1 is cut on and missed to the pitch upstairs. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Great swing and solid contact. Just a little too quick. He's got to stay back a little longer.
That misses the zone. Ball 2. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side in the 9th. It's the Astros 5 and the Rangers 3. Last chance for the home team. Leading off, Jake Burger.
21, Jake Burger.
In there at the knees for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Quickly into an 0-2 count. Both pitches were down in the zone. I think you set your sights a little bit higher because you'll have a tendency to chase if you look down in that area.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. Singy, that's a start.
Yeah, as soon as that ball got through, I could see down in the dugout, guys pumping their fists. They know that they got a chance in this ball game.
And now the center fielder, Evan Carter. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tying run at the plate.
Ball, that's low.
Ground ball up the middle. Jay. Over to Altuve. Over to first. Safe.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
1 out man at first. So next to hit for Texas, Wyatt Langford.
That's a ball.
The 1-0.
That's ball 2.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
A sliding stop. Flips it. There's one. The double play ends it right here.
Well, there was no letdown after they got to 10 wins. Came out today, pushed it to 11. The opposition looks disgusted from the other side of the field. They respect the talent that's over there, but they also think that this is a lucky team. Well, that's the thing about baseball. You've got to be good and you've got to be lucky. Right now, they're clicking on all cylinders, and they're just going to ride it as long as it'll last.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by.
Estuve abajo, me patearon, no me voy a olvidar. Firme con mi pie plantado, yo nunca me voy a arrodillar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho si me vas a hablar. No te escucho, dilo con el pecho, estás hablando con el voz. Estamos saltándonos aquí, los platos dan pa' dos. Si la prendo molotov, man, estamos aquí, todos los míos están on go. Todos los míos on go. Ellos me ven de frente sonriendo.